Hello everyone. My name is Benson Fernandez, and on behalf of Statco Solutions, we thank you for giving us the opportunity to hold this visual presentation about our new project, Debt Default Forecasting. We welcome our client Citigroup Bank, a leader in modern banking and one of the top three financial institutions in the world. To start with, I would like to give some introduction about our company. Statco Solutions is a software development company founded in the year 2015. We are based in Canada and currently situated in over 10 countries. Our company mainly focus and specialize in the finance sector. Moving on, our team consists of a radiant group of 6 members. We have Jashanpreet Singh, a business analyst with over 8 years of experience in finance sector. We have Jeevitha who has over 7 plus years experience in coding and development. Next, we have Steve Cash, our product designer. Steve is a veteran in product design and possesses experience from designing over 50 products. Then we have Larissa Frenzy, who is a quality assurance engineer. She has over 4 years experience in QA and data integration. Moving on, it's myself, Benson Fernandez, who will be the lead during the entire project duration. I am a data analyst with 10 years experience along with specialization in big data. Along with me, we have Jessica Herrera, who is our project manager. And finally, we have our project sponsor, David Poirier, who would overwatch our project. He is the CEO of Statco Solutions. Following, we have the agenda for today's meeting. Throughout our agenda, I invite you to actively participate, ask questions, and contribute your insights. We have Jashanpreet Singh over here to walk you through the agenda.
Thanks, Benson, and hello everyone. I'm Jashanpreet Singh and the business analyst of our team. I've been a part of this project since its inception. I will now present the agenda for our discussion. It is a roadmap that will guide us through the journey we are about to embark on. Allow me to begin by providing an introduction that sets the stage of our discussion. We will explore the history, project objectives, scope, and deliverables for our project. The development plan represents the heart of our agenda. It includes data cleaning, exploratory data analysis, and model selection for our debt defaulting forecast. On our agenda is the business process visualization. In this phase, we will critically examine our existing processes, identifying areas of improvement, and exploring innovative approaches. Furthermore, our agenda includes a dedicated section on communication and risk planning. Moving forward, we will move into the implementation plan. This section will outline the timelines of steps required to execute our strategies and bring our project to life. Lastly, we will explore the critical aspect of information management. By leveraging the power of information management, we can gain a competitive advantage and drive success. Now, moving on to the introduction part. Citigroup, a multinational financial institution, has been a prominent player in the industry since its establishment in 1998. With a global presence and key locations in the United States, United Kingdom, China, and Singapore, the company has established itself as a trusted name in the financial world. After the 2008 global financial crisis, Citigroup was able to emerge as a leader in the banking industry. Now, moving on to the industrial problem Citigroup faces. In recent years, there has been a significant shift in the financial policies across the country. One notable consequence of these policy changes is the increase in the number of loan applications. As financial institutions become more accessible and lending opportunities expand, individuals and businesses alike are seeking loans to meet their various financial needs. To meet these evolving demands, there is an urgent requirement to develop a solution that can expedite the loan application process. Now, moving on to the project objectives. The project objectives can be broadly categorized into two dimensions: the industrial objectives and the customer objectives. From an industrial perspective, the primary perspective is to develop a solution that can expedite the loan application process and enhance its effectiveness. This involves implementing measures to prevent debt defaulting and improve the overall efficiency of the application process. Another objective is to increase profits by providing benchmark scores consistently and periodically. Now, moving on to the customer objectives. From the customer standpoint, the objectives revolve around two key aspects. Firstly, the solution aims to provide customers with a comparative score against the benchmark scores, allowing them to gauge their creditworthiness. Secondly, the project seeks to foster stronger customer relationships with the bank, creating a more personalized and engaging experience for the clients. Now, let's move on to discuss the scope of our project. The project encompasses several key areas that are within its scope. These include pre-facto analysis, post-facto analysis, benchmark score generation, and predictive model development. The pre-facto analysis involves assessing the customer's financial standing and creditworthiness before approving a loan, while the post-facto analysis involves analyzing the outcomes and impacts of the loan after it has been approved. Additionally, the project focuses on generating benchmark scores to provide customers with the basis for comparison. Moreover, it includes the development of a predictive model that leverages historical data and statistical algorithms to determine the likelihood of debt defaulting. However, it is important to note the aspects that are out of the project scope. Predicting future loan requirements, forecasting bankruptcy of a client, and making predictions during times of crisis such as COVID-19 or natural disasters are all examples of tasks that fall outside the boundaries of this particular project. Furthermore, forecasting delays in payment is also not within the project scope. That will be all from me. My colleague Benson will take over from here. Thank you.
Thank you, Jashan. Hello again, everyone. Now I'll walk you through the development activities of our project. We start with analyzing the data, collecting key variables and values from the bank. We also figure out any possible outliers that may affect the result. Then, we proceed with preparing the data, ensuring the format and structure of the data are feasible to work with. We follow the 70-30 approach, where 70% of the total data is considered as training data and the rest 30% as test data. This is followed by modeling the data in all four recommended models, and we then evaluate the results to make sure that there are no discrepancies while working on the data. Finally, we generate a report that contains all details and the benchmark scores that the bank can use to evaluate a customer. The models that we use for this particular project are logistic regression, random forest, gradient boosted tree, and naive Bayes model. Each of these models have their own strengths and weaknesses, so all four models are constructed and the 30% test data is initially fed into them, followed by the 70% data which will be fed in later parts of the project. The results are then collected and compared to check which model is more suitable for the current month. Note that as we are regenerating the benchmark score every month, there is a possibility for a new model to be selected in the next month. Moving on, our business process is well manageable with the help of a visualization. We see that a single application move through various departments of a bank. First, the application from the customer is collected and they're validated. Then, there are three variables to check for each customer: their credit score, availability of a collateral, and to check if they are currently employed. These three variables are sufficient enough to check if a person would be suitable to proceed with the next steps of the loan application. While the score of the customer is generated, the benchmark score, which the bank uses, is also generated. Once all the criteria is met, the application is then sent to the bank manager for one last approval and the loan is sanctioned to the customer. We have three situations which are in sequential order where the application of a customer can be rejected. This ensures that utmost care is given to an application before granting a request. By following this process, we reduce the usual time of approving a loan from 2 months to 2 weeks, making it faster for more people to avail their loans. Next, we are looking at the tools that we'll be using in this project. We use Microsoft Excel, which is the most common tool for exploring and analyzing data. We use NIME modeling tool to create the four predictive models. We use Python to generate benchmark scores and the score for each customer. And finally, we use Tableau to generate reports on the performance of the system along with the reports of loan departments every month. Moving on, we have our own communication plan. As project is considered to be of utmost importance, we have a regular schedule of 3 calls with the stakeholders: a weekly call for the status updates, a bi-weekly call for the performance metrics, and a monthly call for feedback from the bank. If there raises an issue with any of our processes, an ad hoc call can be set up and we will schedule a call within the next 24 hours. Next, we have a risk plan that will be taken over by Jeevitha, the developer of our project.
Thank you, Benson. Let's see about risk analysis. Risk analysis plays a vital role in identifying and managing potential risks associated with various aspects of a project or initiative. Here are some additional context about the risk analysis of the items mentioned. The various risks identified by team members are team collaboration risk, stakeholder resistance, external dependencies, inconsistent results, out of scope change request, and data leakage risk. These risks can be mitigated by using various strategies, including effective communication, stakeholder engagement, conducting regular quality checks, and conducting impact assessments, and so on. Let's see about the responsibilities. Jessica Herrera manages the team and shares updates to stakeholders and allocate resources. Benson Fernandez collaborates with both stakeholders and team members, ensuring the proper flow of the process. Myself, a developer, utilizes data to construct predictive models and ensure code quality and avoids redundancies. Jashanpreet Singh checks and performs statistical operation on data, ensuring data consistency. Larissa Frenzy collaborate with team members to achieve the desired result, execute unit testing, black box and white box testing. Now let's see about the implementation timeline and budget planning. The estimated budget of the project is around $450,000, which is allocated to various purposes including infrastructure technology and development, allocated around 150,000, where testing and quality assurance is allocated around 100,000, data management and security is allocated around 100,000, project management and maintenance is allocated around 70,000, compliance and regulatory expenses is allocated around $30,000. This budget enables the project team to ensure all the activities and deliverables are achieved at each phase of the project. The project is expected around to be delivered in 6 months. The various phases of the project includes the infrastructure and technology task as begin on May 31st, while the development and testing and QA along with the data security will be completed around 18th September of 2023, and documentation reporting including complaints and regulatory expenses and the project will be handed over on 20th December, while the project closeout will happen on 27th December 2020. Let's see about the information management and professional ethics. The data handling and security involves three major phases: data security, data handling, and integrity. Data security focuses on protecting data from various threats and vulnerabilities, and data handling ensures a proper training is given to stakeholders to prevent mishandling of the data. And data integrity ensures the prevention of corruption of data due to system failures, which in turn gives the data confidentiality of the project. The compliance and ethics. Compliance ensures adherence to laws and regulations, while ethics guide moral behavior in the organization. The both compliance and ethics are crucial for maintaining legal and ethical standards, fostering trust with stakeholders, and mitigating risk. The various steps followed for following compliance and ethics are: only the CCPA certified personnel are eligible to work with confidential data. Compliance assessments are taken by the employees to ensure compliance. Ethical tactics encompass the use of fair and morally sound strategy to achieve goals and promote transparency and maintain integrity. Consistent adherence to ethical principles and moral values in one's action and decision making ensures the ethical integrity.
Thanks, Jeevitha. Thank you everyone for your patience during this presentation. We really appreciate any questions that you have. And please feel free to contact us Thank you and hope you all have a wonderful day.